beautiful good afternoon to you, and welcome to another fantastic episode of Head On. This is the one entertainment show where we get to talk to entertainers on the plateau and we ask them questions, and we get to know them a little better. And today we have an awesome guest. He calls himself an ugly guy. I don't know why. Personally, I don't think you're not so bad.
Really?
You're not so bad.
Really?
You're not so bad. We have the one and only MC Buzzy.
Yeah.
Hi, MC Buzzy.
Hello, how you doing?
So, I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah.
So, ugly comedian. Do you think you're ugly?
I'm not ugly.
So why ugly comedian?
People say I'm ugly. That's just like my description.
So you think you're handsome?
I'm handsome. No, I don't think I'm handsome. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
You're handsome too. You're
Really?
such a cutie.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you.
So, comedy. How did comedy start for you?
I started in the year 2015.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't plan on doing comedy. I didn't plan on doing comedy at all. Then I do and all this kind of course, like insult people. I throw people So, but that's why people don't say, leave school, go do comedy. That time I get angry. Anyone that says that thing, I just get angry with you because I feel like they're saying that I'm not serious in life. I didn't know that comedy was even very industrious and let's say it's economic. So later, I just started a bit. Later, my story is long, seriously. And we entered the group.
Yeah.
From that group, that's when we started.
What's the group called?
Okay, Talented. It was formed by one of my colleague. Well, he's late now.
Oh,
yeah, he's late. So I'll say that guy was the one that brought me up. And in fact, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here doing this comedy, honestly. Because the guy tried to push me to the comedy, as he encouraging me, I say, no, I'm not coming. On a fateful day, I had to just go for the meeting. And hopefully that day, my boss came, Sabi, I remember, Reverend of Comedy.
Yeah.
So it was as if that day it was planned by God. And I came, they advised us, they encouraged us. So from there, I don't picked interest in the comedy. I just went trying.
Okay. So, professionally, for how long have you been doing comedy?
Professionally, 6 years.
6 years. 6
Yes.
years. That's a long time.
That's a long time.
You don't try?
I don't try.
You don't
But
try?
I never start.
You never start?
I never start.
I'm still getting there.
Yeah.
So, aside comedy, what else do you do?
Okay. I'm a student.
Okay.
Undergraduate of University of Jos.
Great Joseph.
Yeah, great. I'm studying agricultural, economic and extension.
Talk again.
Agricultural, economic and extension.
Okay.
Why?
No, because I've never hear.
You never heard that course before? No.
You know, so I get some courses where you go, you need here and again.
It's not for people that don't. It's for.
Are you trying to shade me on my show?
I'm not trying to shade you.
Be careful.
I'm
just started.
I was just saying medicine, but I had the girls are more, they like medicine.
Yeah.
So I have to be honest.
But I like your costume.
I'm a farmer.
Farmers have money.
Who told you?
I'm a farmer too. I sell fertilizer.
Serious?
Farmers have money.
Really?
Yes.
So I should continue?
Yes,
I shouldn't switch?
Yes.
Okay.
You can have a future.
Really?
Later. When you hammer.
That's thoughtful. Yeah. Also, I play football. Professionally, not just upcoming. Okay. I'm a hustler, in fact. I do anything I know I can lay my hands. I dance too. I'm a dancer.
You're an all-round entertainer.
Yeah, I'm a dancer. I'm a promoter.
Okay.
Like I do business and brand promotion on Instagram. I'm a skit maker. I do content creation. In fact, I'm an entertainer general.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the journey so far, you said you've been in the industry for 6 years. Comedy. How has it been?
Yeah, it hasn't been easy, but we thank God. The entertainment in Jos. I don't know you understand the entertainment in Jos.
Please tell me about it.
The entertainment in Jos is very frustrating. Although there's an entertainment, I agree.
Yeah.
But it's very frustrating, honestly.
Okay.
Based on the finance and support. That one is the most important. Support, not just finance.
Yeah.
Like support, hyping, having someone that believes in you is very difficult to get that in Jos.
Okay.
And when you not get that, there are few. Let me just say, there are very few. And when you finally find them or get them, you have to keep them close because they can sleep anytime.
Okay, but in all of this, you agree that there's an entertainment industry in Jos?
I agree.
Okay. What is the most challenging part about the entertainment industry in Jos? Like, what is the hardest part about being an entertainer in Jos?
MC Finance.
Finance. So you don't get people that say, okay, let me support you or let me sponsor you.
That's hard. And in my own kind of job, like, when you tell someone I'm a comedian, they'll be like, see this man, I give you my money to do comedy. They just tend to insult you or threaten you, or as in them just say underrate you. They go me, seriously. So
I get it.
Finance is the most important because you need to push your works online and offline, and you need to do things well in the industry. So finance is the most challenging.
Okay. So when you told your folks, your parents, that you wanted to do comedy, because now they imagine me, I tell my mother, it's comedy that I want to do. She feels slap me. So when you told them that you wanted to do comedy full time, what was their reaction?
I didn't tell them actually.
You just did it.
I just started. We've been going.
And
I secretly. God forgive me. I don't know if I have to say it here. But
no, you can. You can tell me anything.
I joined societies in my church. Okay. So whenever I join societies in my church, I use their activities as excuse. Like, I say, God should forgive me. I believe that was the reason I don't. Like, if I have a program, like an event, I just say, so. And that time I joined, I was like an escort here. I was like one of the important people in my church, society. So I said, I'm going for a meeting, I'm going for a program, please. I'm going then. They don't care to even go and check the church there. So I just from there I just branch and go. Then from there maybe I'll not branch to the church. So that in case they ask. So I just meet from a few people, tell them this, then I'll go. But my mom later knew. Stop. My mom wasn't that kind of
she didn't have a problem with it.
She didn't have a problem with it. But she was just like comedy. But later she started seeing the positive side, She started seeing them. We started going for events. Sometimes I'll go, then her friends will be the ones coming back to give her the full details of what I'm doing outside. And the main problem was my dad.
Yes, I can relate.
The main problem was my dad, honestly. Even it was up to last year that I believe my dad finally agreed on comedy.
I know.
And last year. Even up to now, I'm not sure he has fully digested that.
The thing is, our parents, they have a valid reason to not be in support of it. Because if you say you want to do comedy, it's all well and fine. But then, say we need you
cash.
You know this. And then when it comes to comedy, it's a little tricky, especially if you're just coming up. So I understand that they would be very skeptical about it. Do you think you're a funny guy? No lie, like honestly, do you think you're a funny guy?
Yeah, I'm a funny guy. I'm a funny guy. If you don't laugh, it's not my concern. It's just that your problem is bigger than me.
Wow. Okay. So, in your journey, 6 years, have you ever had any moments where you crack joke? Nobody laugh.
Who never get that moment?
You go just there, they look people.
Everybody don't get that. Everybody don't get that moment. But I would say that my own is not much like that. But at least
just
even if
me one.
Yeah?
Just me one.
The one I went for like 3 years back. Which year? I don't know, just 3 years back. Then I went then. But actually what happened was that they were serving food at that moment. So refreshments. And I had no idea that this was how it was meant to be. That whenever the audience are like eating or they are trying to serve anything,
food is very important.
To even perform any performance, we should just let it go. Maybe later, and I went on. I was cracking joke. I was just wasting my material. I had to have even repeat material. So I was cracking. Nobody was even paying attention. I was like, what happened, man? I don't notice that these people, their mind, they food. See, on God, this country. I was when I just dropped the mic. I said, then later I'll come back. Outside I went home. I didn't even stay.
Wow. Well, how did that make you feel?
You say, I was disappointed at first, but I say no. You know one thing, this comedy, this thing. Yeah. At times we do. It's not as if we want the whole crowd to laugh. Mm-hmm. You understand? But at least there must be someone that will laugh.
Yeah.
There must be someone. There must be people that will laugh. So what we do now, when someone laughs, we now tend to focus our attention to those people. That's the positive side. You focus on your positive side, then leave the negative. Then whether those people laugh or not,
you're not concerned.
But make sure that those people that laugh should be more than those that didn't laugh, because that's where the problem. Only 2 people laughed. Who knows? That's the other thing.
All right, so we'll go on a little music break and we'll be right back. Welcome back from that music break. We were talking to Buzzy. We're still talking to Buzzy. And, we're trying to get to know him and understand the comedy industry a little better. So, I wanted to ask, when it comes to comedy, I've noticed that some people are good with stand-up and some other people are better with skits. Where do you think you fit in?
Actually, I started first with stand-up.
Yeah.
And I figured that I'm good with skits too, so I do merge both, but the one I'm more more interested involved in is the stand-up. But the skits too, I'm still interested. It's just that for the meantime I'm focusing on the stand-up for now. Then when they are, I'll now enter the skits.
All right. You had a show in December.
Yeah.
What is it about? Tell me about it.
All right, the show is called Laugh Out Loud with MC Buzzy.
Okay.
Yeah, December, yeah. That show was not even actually the main show.
Yeah.
People thought it was the main show, but that wasn't actually the main show. That was just like an intro to the main show. I just wanted to just test and just see if I'm heading somewhere.
Okay.
So, but the main show, by God's grace, will be coming up this year, by God's grace.
Okay.
The ending of the year. But that show was just like I said, it was a testing show. It was more of like a comedy club standard. Yeah, where there's a standing mic and a wired mic standing, and then performances, people just come in and just sit down. But it now turned out to be like a normal show.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the main plan. That was just like I said, it was an intro to the main show. But I thank God it went well, very successful. And I saw that, man, this comedy is not beans. Trying to raise the finance, trying to do other things like the bills, and man, it's not easy to arrange.
Who was your main forgive me for asking, but who was your main sponsor?
Main sponsor?
Yeah.
I didn't have a main sponsor, to be honest.
So how did you fund it?
God help me. I got help from...
God cannot come down from heaven.
Should I mention them?
If you want to.
Okay, I got help from one of the boss, Hanks the Blind. He normally does interior designs. Okay. So I actually shot I did a business promo for him. I made a video for his business. He does interior decoration. So I did a promo for his business. Then from there, he liked it. Then I told him about my show. He was like, no, fine, no, well, I will support. He was one. Then one of the girl, she do sell shoes. The shoe place. Yeah. Shoe place.
I know her, Stephanie.
Yeah, Stephanie. Yeah, she supported me with a shoe a day to support my listening. Then I got a teller that said, fine, bro, how do I support? I said, how do you want to support? I said, he said, fine, he can make me something. I said, fine, no problem. He made me the clothes. Then concerning the finance, I had a few shows before my own. Yeah. So I'm from the money I raised and from other people I went met personally. I can't mention all, but that was like this people I called are like the main people and then my chops was from Elzuma Chops. Okay. That's the guy that did.
So there was a lot of partnership.
With people, with business and everything. So
what's your girlfriend's name? Do you need water?
I need water. I don't need.
Oh yeah. What's your girlfriend's name?
Let me say I don't have a girlfriend.
Are you lying?
I'm not lying.
You see, the thing is, you know that a lot of people are going to be watching.
I know.
So if you're lying, it's going to be counterproductive because the person they follow, she feels Siam and she will not be very happy.
She feels Siam now, but if I talk now, you'll be like saying I need a date.
She feels Siam. You'll be like saying meaning there's a she.
To be honest, I'm in nothing serious for now.
What does that? Oh my God, I don't want to be the girl that is behind this nothing serious. What do you mean by you're
I'm nothing serious now. You know the kind of.
Is it a situationship?
Just say.
Is it an entanglement?
Not entangle with you, sure. God forgive me. I don't know if I have to say it here, but
you don't.
I don't believe in love.
So if I want to be your girlfriend now, you will not agree.
You have to break my heart. Yeah, we are above my league now.
Yeah,
we are above my league. Yeah, we are above my league. So you have to follow those upcoming.
So what's your girlfriend's name?
I don't have a girlfriend. Like I said, I'm single.
On the record.
I'm single, and I don't think I'm searching for the meantime.
Why are you not searching?
I'm hustling.
You can hustle and search.
Hustle and search. Would that not be a distraction?
Would it? Is that why you're single?
Let's say my career.
Okay, let me understand this properly.
My career.
You said you're single.
I'm single.
Why are you single?
Yeah, 2 options. My career and past experience. Let's just
past experience. How many people broke your heart, sir?
Should I say it?
Yes, please.
2.
Why? What did they do to you?
They left me out in a relationship, dating myself, and got married. Yeah.
But that's no reason to give up on love, don't you think?
I now found out that this life is all about having money and cash. She left me for a rich dude. It's like.
Okay, so the reason you're not in a relationship is because you believe you've not hammered enough.
Let me see. Yes, hammered enough. Not as if I want to hammer like till I reach that level. I need to be on the standard of like total contentment. I know that yes, I can take care of myself, my family, and someone else's daughter.
Someone else's daughter.
Yes, and also my career is it's frustrated me. I've tried to toast so many girls. They always end up saying, "I thought you were joking."
Wow.
So you see that?
Wow.
So they feel everything I say is a joke for them.
Joke.
One did me last week. That one broke my heart.
You were toasting somebody last week. You toasted somebody last week.
Someone last week. I thought we were already dating, so it was like, how fun? How are we going to do this? She was like, I thought you were joking. I was like, really? That's when I said, man, I'm stopping. Let me pause for now.
So you want to focus on your career?
Focus on my career, but doesn't mean I'm not flirting.
But no, there's something that I noticed about people in the entertainment industry. There are always girls around.
Yeah, true.
You know, around the place. You know, maybe you're on a show, you're performing. They always get person with around.
As if that's I bring personal or I find it.
Like around.
There is now definitely we see, but the thing is that we are still looking for the right person. All these ones when they come around, I just maybe I don't know, Sha.
That just what?
I don't know, Sha. I don't know how to say it.
Okay, so being in the entertainment industry and being in a relationship, what do you think, aside finance and you saying you want to be stable enough and all that, what do you think is the hardest part to juggle, like being, because technically you're a public figure, a lot of people know you and you're always out, so sometimes there are, you know,
Clashes.
Yes, so what's the hardest part of being in a relationship and being a comedian, aside the fact that people don't take you seriously?
I'm not in a relationship, so I don't know.
But you've been in a relationship before now. You've been a comedian for 6 years.
Yeah.
So you've been in a relationship before. So what's the hardest part?
Let me say time.
You know it's a big time for her.
That's everything.
Wow.
Time.
Wow.
And that's what I heard that's what girls do for time. Having time to juggle with your career and the relationship part. Like today you might have like an event or an engagement to carry out maybe somewhere or something. Like this interview now, I might have an interview like this and she might be somewhere like I need your presence.
And she'll be seeing you with a fine girl sitting
down talking. Yeah, she'll not think that now I'm now doing something. Actually, it's not as if I don't want to do something, but just that.
But you can shoot your shots, my darling. Feel free to shoot your shots. Just putting it out there. Okay. Okay. So, are you a both guy or an half guy?
Is that part of the interview? Can I say both?
Pick one.
I'll pick one.
Are you a both man?
Can I?
Oh, wow.
For now. Yeah.
For now?
For now.
Spec they change.
They change. Me, I change. I fluctuate.
You fluctuate?
Yeah.
Nepa. Okay. That's nice. So what's your spec? Apart from... Do you like light skin girl? This is now for people that are looking at you and feeling maybe I can.
Maybe they can shoot their shot on me. Yeah, I like. Yeah,
so
but what bulletproof? They can't shoot. They can't penetrate.
But what's your spec?
My spec.
Apart from.
Let me say light skin girls. A little bit. Light skin girls. A little bit. Like light skin, not that fair. like life, like you. I'm sorry.
I respect.
Respect. Light skin girl, figure 8.
What
you get front, you get back. You guys find no boy. You find no date or.
You know this is that you mentioned. You did not say brain, no.
Eh? I'm coming
brain.
to the brain part.
Okay, let's get there.
You guys fine. If they fine, I'll try and just be, just be taking time. But what I want most especially, you have to be understanding.
Understanding is relative, but okay.
You have to be understanding. If I tell you this, you have to understand that this is.
Yeah, but for understanding to work, you have to be honest. It's a yin and yang situation because a lot of people say you have to be understanding, but it works hand in hand.
Maybe that's why I'm not in a relationship.
Because you're not an honest person.
I know. It's hard for me to be honest. It's hard.
You just said that on the break. It's fine. Anyways, guys, we'll be right back. We'll go on a little music break and we'll be right back. We'll be here with MC Buzzy,
the finest guy.
Welcome back from that break. We're still talking to MC Buzzy, and now we're going to be diving a little bit into the entertainment industry in Jos.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So, aside yourself, who's your favorite comedian in Jos?
Let me see Funny G.
Why?
I like him for the fact that he's very spontaneous. In fact, he's full of life. Let me just say, he's full of life. Whenever he's performing, I enjoy his comedy more than any other person. Okay.
Who is the most overrated comedian in Jos?
Wait! Are they showing
Who do you think is the most overrated comedian in Jos? Honestly.
I don't think anyone. For me, seriously, I don't think anyone. So
there should be.
There should be.
Okay. Who's your least favorite comedian?
I don't have any list, to be honest.
Okay. Which comedian would you, if you have a show, which comedian would be the last person to make it to your lineup?
As in, which level?
Like, if you're organizing a show like
what
this.
What level
like,
of, we have level of comedians, like...
The way you did now.
Okay, my level?
Yes. Who would be the least to make it to your lineup? You can't have everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
And the people that you pick, there's a reason why you picked them.
Yeah.
So, who would be the last person to make it to the lineup? If that person gets on the lineup, that means you don't really have a choice. You don't have an option. There should be.
I don't think.
There is.
Because that my last show, I didn't pick because of... I picked because everyone there would deliver for me. That's why I picked. So I don't think there's any...
But you didn't pick some people. You didn't pick
some people, actually.
Exactly. And there's a reason why.
Yeah.
Is there not?
There is.
So my question is, who is that person that would most likely never make it to your lineup?
I don't think there's anyone. Let me just say that.
Are you going to... There's somebody. Be honest. Who is that person that... It's not like you don't rate their craft or anything, but then you just don't relate with it. Like that person that... You probably won't just make it to your lineup because,
What if he watches this?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He's probably not going to.
Let me see one of my guy, MC Marine.
He's the least.
He's the least.
Why?
Let's just say, one thing with this comedy is being consistent. You need to be available. Yeah. You understand? So the people I picked for my own event, it's not as if they are very funny like that. It's just that they are consistent. They are like available as in every time. So, but that guy, he's a friend to me. Everyone is a friend to me. Every comedian is a friend to me. So
everybody cannot be your friend.
Everybody cannot be my friend. Yeah. So let's just say him. It's not as if he's not funny. It's just that I feel he has the potential.
Okay.
To be in the industry.
But he just hasn't gotten
he just hasn't. Yeah. He just needs to still be consistent and available. That's the only thing. Okay.
In your own opinion, who's the biggest comedian in Jos right now?
Who else?
Number one.
Who else? If not the Osama, the Apple, the boss, the legend, the king, the Ezeburiburu. Okay. But that just came out this thing. But he's still the Ezeburiburu for us. Osama.
Okay. Osama's last show, there was no Jos comedian on the lineup. Why do you think he did that?
Well, I feel that's his 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
I wasn't present there.
Yeah.
So I felt that maybe he was trying to celebrate that event in a very special way. It's not as if they just guys are not going to make it special. It's just that I feel that he has to celebrate that in a special way. So he needs, in fact, every big comedian on that list. It's not as if just comedians are not big, but I mean above, as in out of just, he needs to bring them as the people that are meant to make that show very special for him and very fun.
So you don't think there's any comedian in Jos that could have made the show extra special?
There is, but I don't know why he did that. But for me, that's what I feel. I don't know why he did. He has his own reasons, but for me, I felt that that's his 10th anniversary. And you know, when you want to celebrate like all this 10th anniversary, Golden Jubilee, something, you have to make it very authentic, packaged, and so that's why I feel that's why he did it.
Okay. Do you think there are factions in the entertainment industry?
Factions?
Yes, like there's division, like these people, that people.
In the entertainment industry?
Yeah.
Like in general, I really comedy. Comedy?
Yeah.
There is.
Okay. Between
the top and our level, like I said.
What do you mean by the top and our level?
We are all in the comedy industry. They are still our senior, as in our bosses. We are there. That paves the way for us. Apart from Osama, like the Omodan, the Wapi, Brabisco, the Foniji. So let's just say it's not as if let's just say that those are their levels. They are the bosses. Okay. We are coming up to. We are coming up to be our own bosses too someday by God's grace. So I feel that's a division, a faction, like you said. Them, they have their own clique. We have our own clique. But doesn't mean that we don't mingle. We mingle. Okay.
So you said something that I'm going to go back to. You said, I asked who was your favorite comedian on the platform. You said
Foniji.
Good. And I asked who is the number one. And you said Osama. So why is Osama the number one, but still he's not your favorite? Do you think he's not funny?
He's funny. For me, I don't enjoy his comedy. I don't know. It's not serious.
So he's not funny. So you don't.
He's funny.
You don't like enjoy his comedy.
Like I said, it's not people that will like your comedy.
Of course. See, I'm asking you, and it's your personal opinion.
Yeah.
So it's okay if you don't enjoy his comedy. So do you think he's overrated?
He's not overrated. He deserves every bit of.
But you don't enjoy his comedy.
I don't enjoy his comedy. So he deserves every bit of his hype.
He's hardworking. He has paid his dues.
He has paid his dues.
But he's not very funny.
It's not funny for me.
That's what I'm saying.
He's funny, but not for me. I don't think I enjoy his comedy.
So, he's the number one because he has worked hard.
He has worked hard.
He has paid his dues.
He
has been in the industry long enough.
The grace, everything is there.
And then the grace of God is more than sufficient for him.
Yeah.
But you just don't think it's that funny.
You know, there was a time Osama, I despised him, as in I don't even like him at all.
Why?
Seriously. There was a time because I've attended like competitions that was hosted in Jos. So his response sometimes doesn't give let me say the fast rising comedians as in hope, or let me say doesn't give us encouragement. I don't want to say what he said, but sometimes his comments, it discourages us. So that was the time I just despised him. But later I found out that he has a reason for that, why he's saying that. Okay. And honestly, he has paid his dues. Like I said, he has paid his dues. So I feel that's the more reason why he is saying that. Okay. Because we, as the fast rising comedians, we need to understand the processes. Yeah. Most of us are just rushing into the thing I figure I'm funny. I give myself a stage name. I'm not a comedian. Okay. So I feel why he was saying that is because maybe we don't understand the process. Yeah. So we need to understand the process. So now, as with time, experience and everything, as I started going for competitions and other events, I started realizing that the processes and everything. So I now figured out that this guy wasn't saying this thing because of he hates us, but he's saying it because we don't understand. Yeah. So that's why I feel. So, but now, as I went for this last show, man, I saw the grace of God there. So of course. I just say anything else I had against him, man, I've cancelled everything.
Okay, so you talked about factions, there being factions, the upper and the lower. Do you think that there's some sort of marginalization, like how do I put this? a situation where they don't necessarily come down. Yes, because they feel like they've gotten there and they've paid their dues and all of that, so they don't necessarily come down and mingle, which is why you find in some of their shows they only put them.
Yeah. No, they come down. A few of them. Yeah, they come down.
Who is the one person that you think feels like has arrived?
No one.
Nobody. There's nobody that you just look at and he's like, this one, he's feeling like he's a boss already. Based off of his... Now, I'm talking about the craft. I'm not talking personal relationship. I'm talking about the craft. Based off of maybe the lineup in his shows and, the kind of people that he mingles with in the industry. Because then again, it's a really big industry. There are a lot of people that are into comedy. And most of them, sorry to say, are upcoming. They're still starting out. Yeah. So you find that those people on top, they're few. Do you get? So it only works when they try to inculcate the ones that are coming up. So the question is, do you think there's someone who particularly does not associate with the upcoming comedian?
That's our
Yes.
There is no. All of them associate.
Okay.
They associate.
Okay. So what's your favorite thing about the industry in Jos?
Yeah. Let me just say that Jos will motivate you.
Yeah.
The talent is much here.
Yeah.
As in, before you can even impress a Jos.
Yeah.
As in, base Jos fans or audience, man, it's difficult. So, but like I said, because why? Reason being that the talent is much. You can go for a show like this now. Maybe let me say 50 audiences. 45 can be artists.
Yeah.
You understand? The remaining 5 can be cameraman and maybe red carpet host. So you understand? So even the red carpet host can even be a musician. Even the cameraman can be an artist too. So so let's just say the talent is here and everybody's trying to be known. Like everybody wants their face to let them know that I did. So it will motivate you, to ginger you to work. Even if you are there, you have to work. Yeah. So that's the only thing I like about Jos, is to motivate you.
Okay. Aside your side hustle, do you think comedy can pay your bills? If you decide today to drop everything and just face comedy, do you think you can pay your bills? Practically speaking.
If I decide to drop everything and leave?
Comedy.
Only comedy I focus on?
Just comedy.
I'm still trying to even figure out if it's comedy that is my...
So you're not sure yet?
I'm not sure. One thing with this comedy thing, it's not by just going for shows, cracking jokes, and it's beyond that. Yeah. It's beyond being funny. It's grace.
It's grace.
Let's see if that's grace. So if grace, that's as in I have the grace, or maybe let me just say, if the grace is there, and I drop everything I'm doing and face comedy, well, I feel I can pay my bills.
Okay. So right now, if you decide to drop everything and just focus on comedy, you'll be fine.
That's if the grace is there. Right?
The grace is sufficient for everybody. Grace is not, God does not marginalize grace. It's sufficient for everybody. I'm talking practically speaking. Do you think comedy can pay your bills?
In Jos,
right now.
After paying some bills with my comedy, in fact, I'm paying bills, most of my bills.
But you have side hustle.
No, the side hustle self doesn't even come like that much. It's funny, to be honest, it's a comedy that just pays my bills for now. The side hustle is just once in a while.
So you're saying, as an upcoming comedian, comedy is enough to pay your bills on the plateau right now?
No.
It's not?
It's not.
It's not enough?
It's not enough.
Okay. It's been an amazing interview. I'm going to stop here so that you will not choke and you're going to be fine. I'm going to stop here. Thank you so much for watching. I want to say a very big thank you to KNL Paradise for letting us use their beautiful location, and it's been an amazing time. I'll see you in the next episode. My name is Cheey, and of course I have MC Buzzy.
Can I give my AKAs?
Yes, please.
My name is MC Buzzy, aka the crazy, the funny, and the ugly, aka the most handsome guy in the whole of Jos. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. If you don't think I'm handsome, you are not my beholder. Yeah, I have what is called inner beauty.
Okay, catch us on all our social media platforms. My social media handle is @Chidimanebo, and of course, you can catch us at Lord's Entertainment on all our socials. What's your social media handle?
For Facebook and Instagram, at MC Buzzy Comedian. For Twitter, just Buzzy Comedian. And YouTube, Buzzy Comedian TV.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.